Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Courtney Scott, the Cowboy Marketer. I currently manage $700,000 in ad spend per month. I have managed over $50 million in ad spend, including e-com, home services, real estate investors, you name it, consulting, coaches, any business, and I have generated over $78 million in real estate transaction fees in the last 3 years. But before that, I did e-com, and we were seeing an average of a 5x ROAS, so did over $200 million in revenue on e-com alone, not including what we managed on Google, YouTube, email marketing, just tracking off what we did from Facebook. But a lot of people don't actually have the money for Facebook. Some people just don't. They're trying to do some type of marketing to get some sales. And basically what I'm gonna come here and tell you guys exactly what you can do, we're gonna call it guerrilla marketing. So I'm gonna have a couple tactics, a couple strategies that you guys can implement, cheap marketing, and get big results. And I love talking about this stuff because this is where the creative part come out at on entrepreneurs. So the first tactic I think you guys should do when it comes to guerrilla marketing is you guys should give free stuff away. But don't just look at it like, hey, let me just post a reel and say, hey, who want my free product? No, what you should do, if I went to a marathon, if I was selling water and my water had more alkaline, it had better pH than any other water, I'm a new water brand, or my water meant something, every time you buy a bottle, we donate some water, whatever the cost, whatever your mission is, you basically want to, if I go to a marathon and at the end of the marathon line, guess what I'm doing? I'm giving away free waters. I'm bringing truckloads of waters because I want everyone to actually see my logo, tell them a little bit about my company, and just give away free water. That's what I would do. That's how I would do it. Why? Because I'm going where supply and demand. So it's like, hey, they're gonna demand some water after running 24 miles. That's just a fact. So you're gonna want some water, and I'm gonna have the water you need, but the water you drink it, I'm gonna say, hey, you drank this bottle, I'm gonna donate this bottle to the next person that in need of water. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna most likely drink your bottle of water compared to drinking someone like Fiji or drinking someone else like Essentials, drinking all these different water bottles or spring water, whatever the case may be, whatever your unique selling point is. That's why I'm giving it away, and I'm actually telling them about it. I'm saying, hey, yeah, I got this free water bottle for you. Great run, congratulations. And I'll take a picture with them. Whoever ran the marathons, I'll say, hey, let's get some pictures if you don't mind. Hey, here's some water bottles. I know a lot of people do it, but on that level. Same thing if I was doing hiking boots. What would I do? Give away free hiking boots. If I don't got no money for no marketing, I need to make a return. If you don't have no money, don't try to worry about making a return now. You just can't. After you try and post it on social media, keep doing that. Stay consistent. But you're trying to make some money. It's a long-term play, guys. These guerrilla marketing tactics is a long-term play. You're in business to make money. I hope you ain't think, I'm gonna kind of debunk this myth right now. Business is not a get-rich-quick scheme if you're doing it right. If you're making the money fast, that means somebody's getting a bad end of the stick, and you're gonna ruin your brand later on down the line. We don't want that to happen. So if I was giving away free hiking boots, guess what I would go? I would go to the most popular trail in my area that a lot of people hike. I would check the foot traffic there. I would look up and see how many people actually come here. And guess what I would do? I'd probably go on the hike with them. Or if not, if they're hiking up a mountain, guess what I'm gonna be at? At the bottom of that mountain, tell them, hey, how do your feet feel in those boots? These are my boots. This is what they're made out of. They're just way better. They're more comfortable. When you're walking up all these hills, they're more durable. They actually protect your ankle. Hey, they're lightweight, so they don't feel like you got a big boot on your foot, so you actually get to walk further. Whatever the case may be. Or if you got a pair of shoes and you say, hey, every time you buy one, every time we sell 3, we donate one. We sell 10, we donate one. 10% goes to people that need shoes or need hiking boots. And what I would do is try to sponsor events that people are going hiking, big hiking events when people hike together. Also, what you can do is create a community, a free community. What you can start is the hiking community. I'm in Houston, Texas. Let's say I'm a big hiker, which I'm not, but I don't mind going hiking and camping. So if you do have some boots, leave a comment in the description below, some nice hiking boots. That'd be kind of cool because I got a pair of hiking boots and I don't like them, right? Probably because I don't hike that much, so I just bought a cheap pair. But let's say if you're in Houston and you started a hiking community and you say, hey, the Houston hiker. So if you're in Houston, they got this thing called critical mass. What is critical mass? A bunch of bikers get together. And what they do is 1,000 people ride bikes around the city. It's cool because they all love riding bikes and they like to have a good time. You can create the same thing for hikers if you had hiker boots. They got run clubs nowadays. Like, hey, I'm gonna start my own run club to share my running shoes. That's the whole thing. Like, hey guys, and guess what you get? To get free content along it too. So if you literally start a running club and these guys are running in your shoes and they say they love it, guess what? You get live testimonies, you get videos of them actually running in your shoes, especially if a guy fast and you say, hey, what time it took down? Like, hey, what was your 2 mile? Now, okay, you were basically running a 2 mile in 15 minutes. Now you're running in 12 minutes because of my shoes. Yes, because of this. And now you're getting ads. So when you're ready to start running ads, you have documented the entire process. Same thing thing if you guys had hiking boots. I am literally gonna start a hiking community, and I will literally try to get as many people in the hiking community, schedule meetups to go hike once a week, to hike 5 times a week, how many ever times you guys hike, and I would just schedule those people all to come together, create a community, and guess who's gonna be the biggest sponsor of that community? Your hiking boots. Hey guys, you want some amazing hiking boots? Try mine out. And guess what's gonna happen? Hikers knows hikers, right? How you think these run clubs are actually growing without any ads? Runners knows runners. Bikers knows bikers for critical mass. What you will start to notice and realize in business is your customer knows your next customer. So you just have to be able to make sure your product is great, make sure your service is good, and making sure they feel valued enough to go and tell their friends. Because if they have a shit experience with your product and your services, they're not gonna go tell their friend to have their friend have a shit experience. But if they had a magnificent experience, it was love, it was cherishing, they actually love your boots. You spent so much time in making sure your boots were great, in the best shape possible, and their feet feel absolutely amazing. Guess what? I'm gonna tell all my friends because they like to hike and we all complain about our feet. I don't know what hikers complain about, but I'm just trying to give you guys some ideas. That's one of the tips I would do. Also, what you can do, guys, is get clever. Get clever with the business cards. I have this videographer, and what he does is he follows me around. So whenever I met him when I was in LA, and I was like, hey dude, man, how you growing your business? How you got it successful? And he's like, hey dude, what I did was I got a $100 bill, not a real $100 bill, but a fake counterfeit $100 bill, and I put my information on it, folded it up, dropped it on the ground. And when people come pick it up, think that they found $100, it's kind of psychologically throwing people off. They think that, oh man, I gotta pay rent and I found $100, right? But if someone dropped it on the ground, they pick it up. I heard they do this in like Morocco or somewhere. So basically a shoe shine company, what they do is they drop their brush. And if you're a tourist, what you will see is a tourist to come and pick that brush up. And then he say, hey man, thank you so much for picking my brush up and let me know I dropped it. I will shine your shoes for free. And then they start shining the shoes, and then they go and do all the add-ons and say, hey, yeah, you want this shine right here? It's be extra $5. I'm already shining your shoes, you might as well get it, right? And then that's how they get you to get more money from you. So it's drop $100. That's just a fun fact. You can do that. That's guerrilla marketing tactic too. So you can drop $100, a counterfeit $100, and it's a business card. There's some business card names out there you could do. Drop it on the ground. It's only works if you're in certain businesses. If you're like a marketing agency like me, you probably don't want to do it. Why? Because it doesn't make sense to do it on my side. Because not everybody is going to walk by, like the population doesn't make sense. But if you cut hair, there's probably going to be somebody that need a haircut to pick it up. If you're a videographer, you're a photographer, people like photos, people get this type of stuff. So you drop the $100 and say, hey, yeah, actually, tough luck. It's not $100, but you probably need a haircut, bro. Or, hey, you need a photo shoot coming up? We'd actually do photos, save this, and maybe bring you some good luck. Whatever you want to say, just be super creative with it. And I promise you guys, if you drop enough, don't just go around loitering. But I'm telling you guys, that is what I mean by being creative. Also, I saw this big reel where pressure washers, if I'm a pressure washing guy, what they do is they get like this plastic or tape and they put it on a dirty sidewalk. And they put it on a dirty sidewalk, but the tape is like in their logo. Like it's their logo and their brand name. Say, hey, we do pressure washing. And what they do is they tape it around it, kind of like when you're going up the street and you're making those white lines. And what they do is they pressure wash around it, then they remove the tape, and you see it being super dirty, and it says their business name in the middle, say, we do pressure washing. That is guerrilla marketing. I don't have money for ads, so people walk by, I would do it somewhere where there's a lot of foot traffic and do it for someone, and then guess what? That's how I end up growing my business, and they can see the biggest result of it. So literally like, hey, let me actually drop something, then I can give you something for free, then I can add on. Hey, let me go in my hiking boots, let me start a club, let me start a community. Hey, let me go and give away stuff free and sponsor events. Let me create my own events. There's so many different strategies, so let's just keep on going, but those are some good ones. Next thing you can do is public challenges. I love these. Probably because I would do one, right? So if I did a BJJ gym and I had a BJJ gym and I had a Muay Thai gym, right? I do Muay Thai and BJJ. So just imagine me walking up the street in the beach in Miami and the BJJ guy comes up and say, hey, if you can take me down and submit me, I'll give you $100. 3rd degree black belt. And how many people are actually stopped for that $100? It's not even for the $100. I'm just want to take a guy down. You just imagine how many guys walking around looking for a fight. They want to fight, but most guys can't fight. So if I'm in BJJ and this guy walking around looking for a fight, I'm like, hey, make sure you're safe, right? So check him down, pat him down, like, hey, dude, I'm just trying to make sure you're safe and make sure you have somebody that probably watching you and protecting your back or whatever the case may be. But guess what you do? Take this guy down, submit him, or say, hey, dude, I can go for this or I can go for this. And you teaching them while you're taking them down. Guess what you're going to have? You're going to have people watching that are going to be super intrigued. You're going to have somebody there actually videoing it, or if you don't have anybody videoing it, you can set up a camera on a tripod, something super simple, and get content from it, and you can slowly start to grow your audience that way. But it's literally, hey, take me down, I'll give you $100. I see the reels all the time, like, hey, if you can outlift me, if I was a gym, if I was a personal trainer, if you can outlift me in any of your lifts, I'll give you $1,000. Only do that if you know you're strong, right? Because if I was driving and I saw somebody at a red light instead of panhandling and said, hey, if you can outlift me, I'll give you $1,000, guess what? I'm gonna go and tell them my biggest lift. Like, oh, dude, I'm down, I'm game. Why? I don't know, something about me. I'm very competitive. I would probably challenge anybody at anything, probably a hot dog eating contest, hamburger eating contest. But just think about how many people would also be interested in that, especially if they love the sport of fighting. It's just all about being good. So if I take this guy down and I say, dude, you messed up here, critique you. This is what you should do. I'm getting content. I'm actually getting content because I'm teaching them. I'm getting content because people are watching. I'm getting content because I'm showing off how good I am. I'm showing off my skill and what people actually pay me for. And then guess what? Say, hey dude, you didn't take me down, but I want you to come to my gym. And you're selling that guy and you sold your guy to everybody else and everybody else is gonna hear you out. I think that's the fastest way if I had a BJJ gym. I just have people at every different beach in Miami. I have people at on every corner inside of Houston. Instead of someone spinning a sign there, instead of doing all this, I would say, hey dude, if you can take me down, I'll give you $100. Only put your best guys out there because you can scale that, but it's gonna take some time. And then next thing you know, you're like, hey, word of mouth, hey, go. And they may call their buddy up like, hey dude, this guy right here, give you $1,000 so you can take him down. Guess what? They're doing free marketing for you. You don't need ads because now everybody in the town, and you probably gotta fight 20 guys in one day, and let's say you convert 2 of them, great. And then they go and tell their friends about you and they say, hey dude, this guy is really good. This is how I met this guy. I was fighting him on the street. He should be out here on this corner. Go and fight him. Like, dude, a fight? I'm game. You know, and then they're just gonna go there to the fight. So that's a great tactic for you guys. Last but not least, guys, the tip I'm gonna give you guys is literally be on social media. It don't cost you a dime. It's free, right? You either the producer or the consumer on social media. That's it. So if you have a social media on your app and you're not making any money off of it, guess what that means? You're the consumer and you're spending money for someone else. That's just it. You probably bought some off Instagram, you probably bought something off Facebook before, or you probably haven't bought nothing off of there, but guess what? You follow your favorite celebrity and she's sponsored because of you're following her. So you're making somebody else money and you're not making money. But if you have a business, you should be making money off of social media. And the best way you can do that is just, for one, being consistent. What I do in my business, I think every coach and consultant should do this. If I'm in an industry, I know my industry is real estate. I helped a lot of real estate investors. So guess what I go and do? I go and comment under the big guys like I'm cool with them. So instead of saying like, hey dude, I'm so proud of your good work, I say, hey brother man, you kill it like always. Somebody read that comment is like, oh, this guy know him? That's so cool. And then guess what happened? They follow me, think I know this guy, which I don't really know this guy. And he commented under because another social media person is probably managing it for him. Say, yeah, brother, thank you so much for the good wishes. Then they think we're best of friends. And now people start to follow me and they get eyes on me. So if I was in the BJJ community or if I was in wood shop, what I would go and do is comment under the biggest brands that I see and I want to grow my brand. It's like, hey, I wouldn't comment like I'm happy for you. I'm gonna comment like you're my best friend. And also you should create trends. So the best thing is like when you guys realize it's a trend, you're too late because everybody already made the most money off of it. So you have to develop creating your own trend. In your industry, like I saw this one that was really good. It was a nice trend. Basically what happened was these guys put on the mask and they put a gun to them and like, hey, say our product is the greatest product. And it's kind of like sticking them up and robbing them to save the good stuff. You don't want to have it like a negative annotation. Like I couldn't do it for my clients because then it's like, oh, I get it as a marketing angle, but it's all industry based. I saw a detail company do it and they had like millions of views just because it was super creative. It was outside of the box and they got 1 million views and I'm pretty sure they made a lot of money off of it. Or if not, that means they're just not captivating on the funnel and that's gonna be a video for another day. But as of right now, guys, those are a couple tips that I gave you guys that you can implement literally today. It's not gonna cost you that much time. It's not gonna cost you little to no money. Only thing it's gonna cost you guys is time. And if you're broke, you have time. Trade your time to make more money, and that's the best thing. You wanna make more money, make your time more valuable so you get paid more money in the long run. So if you like this video, what I want you guys to do is leave your boy a comment, like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna be dropping some gems just like this, and turn that notification bell on, ring-a-ling-ling-ling, and I wanna send you guys off with love and stop watching, start scaling your company. Let's get it.